Hey, it's me Tom, and today we're going to be talking about another filter from Tiffen. This time it's the soft contrast filter. It's strength 2, which is like a nice middle ground and also the only one I have available. And yeah, we'll see what this one has to offer. This video is also going to be a bit more casual, I guess. I don't have a script, and I'm also holding my microphone right now, as you can see. The shotgun microphone. I hope this all works out. There's going to be a bit more jump cuts, I guess, and everything will be a bit more, I don't know, less polished, I guess. There's still going to be footage, there's still going to be my opinion, it's still going to be a proper review, but yeah, I will try in the future to do this all a bit more efficient, a bit more quick, but still deliver a good content. But I can't always like set up these microphone stands and every light I have available, so we'll see how this one goes. I will just shoot from the hip and we'll see how far we get with this one. So what first intrigued me about this filter is that it's not very well known. Like, you can't find a lot of details, a lot of reviews or videos about this filter at all. When you type it into YouTube, there's like one video about it, which is from like years ago, and it's just a construction site with like comparison pictures, so it's not even really a video, and the channel is called Tiffen Company International or something like that, and it doesn't really seem official. I don't know, it's a bit weird, but so I decided maybe I can do a video, like a first proper video about this filter, and tell you what it has to offer. So what is this filter? First off, it's not really something new, and that's why it's also understandable why there isn't much content about it. It's not a diffusion filter, it's not the Black Pro Mist or Hollywood FX. It's not really something that is all the rage these days. It's a contrast reduction filter. So what does it do? Think of the classic someone next to a window scene, where you have the subject and behind the subject is the window, and everything is basically blown out. You lose all details outside of the window because it's just too bright, and if you want to expose correctly for the person in frame, then you have to make that sacrifice. But with this filter, it reduces the highlights but keeps the shadows on a dark level. So it doesn't lift up the blacks, it keeps them low and reduces the highlights and kind of even out the picture, which by itself is like not a new concept, as I said, but the way Tiffen does it feels a bit different in my opinion. And that's also why I wanted to take a closer look at it. As you can see from the footage, it really does what it's supposed to do, but it does a bit more as well. There's some halation in the highlights, and there's also something really organic and atmosphere-like about this filter, which kind of reminds me of the Smoque filter line from Tiffen, which I already made a video about. I will link it somewhere here or in the description, so you can check that out. It's a really good video, I think, and lots of people liked it, so if the Smoque filter line is something that interests you, then check out that video as well. But back to this one, what you can see is it doesn't just reduce highlights, it also introduces a certain, like, not smear, but a certain organic effect throughout the whole picture. You can feel a certain fog, haze atmosphere, As I said, it's very close to the Smoque filter line, but it's not as extreme. It doesn't really smear the whole picture, and it looks just really organic, feels really, dare I say, cinematic, and this is what I'm after always with these filters. So I'm really glad I checked that one out. When you're using this filter for shooting outside, as you can see in this footage, the filter also does its work, but it's not as apparent. As you can see, the highlights get reduced a bit, the picture gets a bit evened out, but you can only really see it if you compare it without the filter. So the effect isn't really that strong when you film something just outside with the sun glaring everything, but it's also, in my opinion, helps a bit, because nothing looks worse than just someone standing right in the sun with the shadows going everywhere, and this filter really evens that out a bit, and I think also helps with the picture looking a bit more organic, cinematic, whatever you want to call it. I really like it. And now what really ties it all together, in my opinion, is combining it with another diffusion filter from Tiffen, and that would be the Black Pro Mist. In this case it's the 1/4, because usually I use the half, which to some people is too extreme. In this case it was also too extreme, because combined with this soft contrast filter, which also has a bit of halation, this would have been just too much. So this combo is really nice. It's not subtle by any means. The look is very apparent, but that's what I really like. And yeah, it feels almost vintage, like you're using a vintage lens or something. And to me, this is like a great alternative, a great combo to a lot of other ways to diffuse your picture. So I'm really glad I checked this one out. It's a cool combo, and to my eyes, it looks really good. Now about some stuff I don't really like about this filter. As always, it's a Tiffen filter, and these filters are sometimes not easy to get a hold of, depending on where you live. And if you find one, they're most likely not going to be very cheap. And in this case, I got really lucky, but this was years ago when I found this filter just by accident, just browsing filters on Amazon, and I got it for like 15 euro, which is like a steal looking at the prices now. But yeah, this is like always the thing with Tiffen filters. I'm honestly not even sure if these filters are even manufactured these days, but they always pop up somewhere. And if you can find it on eBay, on Amazon, or somewhere else for a good price, then it's always nice. But keep that in mind, these filters aren't like available in every store or on every day. So it's a bit of, you need a bit of luck to find some of these filters, and for a good price as well. So what's my verdict on this filter? If you can get it for a good price, if you can find it somewhere, why not buy it? It's a cool option, it's rare, it's unique, and yeah, you can just tell yourself almost no one used it, and there's only like one video out there about this filter. So you can say you have it if that's important to you. It's not really important, I guess, but I'm an addict in this case anyway, so I love collecting all these filters, and I'm just happy I got it for a cheap price and I could test it here and do a video about it and show it to you. But it's definitely not an essential filter in my opinion. There are other filters from Tiffen that are better in some regards, like the Tiffen Smoque filter line. Again, I made a video about this one, check it out. Offers a very similar type of look without reducing your highlights, without like making your whole picture a bit darker, which is not something you always want. Sometimes it's good to have, but in other cases you don't really need that. And yeah, but the Tiffen Smoque filter line is also very expensive in my country at least, and not very easy to find. So if you can find this one, this is a great alternative. It works, it looks cool, as you can see from the footage, in my opinion. And yeah, that's all I can say about this one. So I hope this was interesting to you. I'm glad I could make this video, the first real video dedicated to this filter, if anyone even cares. So if you like my work, if you like what I'm doing, and if you're okay with this new, more casual format, then please subscribe, like this video. leave a comment if you have a question or want to say something nice. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna make a new video soon, or maybe not, I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna keep at it. And yeah, this was a bit more fun because I was just a bit more relaxed in this case. So yeah, the next video will come. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.